Hello, welcome back. We're going to be doing a clearing on one of your suggestions, which is a brilliant suggestion, I think, as they all are, and that is the sheep mindset. So blindly following things. There's a lot of that out there at the moment, and probably most of you would consider yourselves not blind followers of whatever. But at some level, we've probably all got something in us that wants to trust and wants to believe what we're told. And there is this sort of mass, not hysteria, collective of when the majority of people believe a certain thing, there's something within us, that kind of herd mentality, isn't it, that wants to not stand out and go against the herd. So it's very sort of basic caveman instincts, but I think it would be a good one to do, a good clearing to do, so that we become more independent thinkers, really, and make our decisions for ourselves without blindly following what's out there in the collective. And also, not being afraid to stand up and say, actually, I don't agree with that, or actually, I don't share that opinion, in a respectful way. But there's a lot of anger out there at the moment when you have a different opinion and people start calling you names and you're this and you're that, and instead of being allowed to have an opinion, a very genuine opinion. So I think, and this is why a lot of people don't speak out, because they're afraid to, because nobody likes getting attacked. And there's a lot of anger, a lot of you're this, you're that, you're far right, you're racist, you're this, right now, which is just crazy, because you're not fitting into their expectations of what they believe. So we're going to do a clearing on blindly following and a sheep mentality, if you like. Brilliant suggestion. You know who you were. I can't remember your name who suggested it, but thank you. That was a great suggestion. So let's crack on and do this. Make sure you're open 100% to receiving healing. So blindly following, the sheep mentality, we'll call it. Positive, 0, negative, 100. And let's see where we are with that incarnational level. So let's do a clearing on the sheep mentality, meaning no disrespect to any sheep. Because I love sheep. But you know what I mean. So clearing away that thing, and the moment anyone comes in and calls you a name, they're coming from ego, because you're not meeting their expectations. So they project their anger out towards you. You're this, you're that. You're fascist. You're communist. You're there's such a lot of that going on out there at the moment. It's a bit messy, isn't it? You can't have an opinion without being labelled something. And that does come back to you not meeting their expectations. And that's because they need to know it at a core level that they're the ones that are right. It's all massive failure energy is what it is. So you've got a different opinion of me, therefore you are X or Y, Right, let's just go on to this chart 5 first before I get on one. So we've got an imprint of other. So imprints are strongly held beliefs. So what are we looking at? Unworthiness. Unhappiness as well. Yeah, okay. And anything else on here? So let's clear those imprints away at all levels of consciousness there, of unworthiness and unhappiness. Can you see the charts? I can just pull that camera back a bit. There you go. But you'll tend to notice that anyone that starts, if you offer an opinion, then people come down on you like they do on social media. It's always someone that's very angry with their lives. They're very angry at where they are, and very often that anger gets anchored in by injustice. So if you're someone who's very angry, or you're seeing lots of rage or anger, or you're angry at the world, or Have a look at the injustice that's running within you. Programs not on charts in the spiritual realm, so we're just going to clear those away. Muscle test yourself, self-muscle test for injustice, and I can, for 99% guarantee that you will be running injustice there, which anchors in that anger. So all you will see is anger everywhere, and there'll be a part of you that's looking for conflict. Injustice is a very, very strong, it really anchors in that rage as well. So these people go round and round and round in loops and see unfairness everywhere. They see confrontation, they see unfairness. They did that and they project everywhere. So, and we all do. We all have levels of injustice within us. We all have levels of anger within us. You know, there isn't, you know, there isn't one of us, I don't think, that's completely free of all anger and injustice that's running. It's all layers of it. But it's something to become self-aware about. There. Also, if you're seeing a lot of conflict in the world, why? You know, it's look at yourself first. Go within first. What's being projected out into the world is also what's being held within you. Experience is the process. Okay, so let's clear all blocks to that, clearing all debt steps, levels, ranges, limitations, everything everywhere. Clearing that away. And very often, once you get a few people that start to speak out, then all of a sudden everybody starts saying, yeah, I agree. And, you know, again, it's that herd mentality of, well, I need other people to speak out before I say anything, but I've always sort of agreed with what they're saying. And people are afraid to put their head above the parapets. And no wonder, because so many people want to attack them. Right, what are we looking? Looks like it's, yeah, looks like 21. Okay, let's have a look. This is just a very, very brief clearing, by the way. If you're new to this channel, this is like a little taster thing. In the personal clearings, I go through all the energy bodies and ask other questions as well. Yeah, so we're doing an Alpha to Omega search, clear and harmonize in this one universe, just clearing away anything there to do with the herd mentality. And do keep your brilliant suggestions running. There are a few of my earlier videos that have gone AWOL. So for those people that have been looking for certain things that I've said, yeah, it's definitely done, and can't find it, I will redo again. Always start a fresh comment, because I can only read, I can't read a whole trail on my app of all the comments. So let me know if you've looked and looked and can't find a particular thing, a clearing, and I will redo it. I do make a note of all your things. I will always go for the ones that will affect the most people first. Chart 20, so we are going to chart 20. In harmony at the 1 level. Additional programs type 1 and 2 at the 1 level. Let's clear those away. Okay. We're going to lose the TikTokers shortly, so do continue the clearing on my YouTube channel, please, TikTokers, and thank you for popping by. Chart 24. What are we looking at? Yeah, solidified patterns. Anything else hidden, buried? Let's clear all solidified patterns. Back to chart 17, which is Lord of Lords level, first expression of the living soul. Unwillingness to accept change. Let's clear that away from all of you. That's been coming up a lot recently. with clients. If you're buying a package from me, I can get the first clearing done within 7 working days at the time of recording. So at the moment, so I've caught up from the huge backlog I had over Christmas now. So yeah, feel free to come and have some clearings with me. Chart 15, the I'm level. We're looking at the duality of the I'm level consciousness. Absolutely, let's clear that duality away. And again, I'm not going into any details here. I'm just doing a very brief clearing for the group. And Spirit will know what to do on the other side of life to clear it for your highest good. Okay, we are now going to mop up. Just going to do a very, very quick mop up for you where the bulk of the clearing takes place. Teams have over 200 charts on their side of life if you're new to this channel. And they'll be going through all of them as appropriate for you. It's clearing a lot again. Probably a lot of fear. Fear of being persecuted, you know, fear of rejection, fear of being judged. All these things keep us tied into that herd mentality. Safety fears. Okay. Be interesting to see if you notice any physical sensations with any of these. There's still something I have to clear. 6B. Outside right. Block to life. Okay, let's clear all blocks to life. I tell you what I am getting. I'm getting a lot of clients coming with physical conditions that I'm clearing at the moment and getting great results from as well. All kinds of conditions. So that's been an interesting trend because I really do feel that we're purging a lot at the moment in readiness for big shifts in the energy this year and next. And I think there's such a lot of things coming up for people, deeply buried stuff that maybe hasn't been up for a while, that I just think we're some people are purging more than others, but you know, we're not just purging our stuff, remember, we're purging ancestral lines as well. So please be extra gentle with yourselves at the moment. Even if you know you're not having any ailments or anything like that coming up, there's a lot of purging going on emotionally with people as well as physical. There could be all kinds of, you know, there's so-called friends falling away for several people I've heard recently. Just, you know, people just either falling away or sudden disagreements, and they're you know, going off in different directions. There's a lot of purging going on. And I guess that's the energy we're in at the moment. Okay, chart 16, still something more to clear. Rebellion to 1. Let's just clear that. Or rebellion to 1. So rebellion to 1 was set up as a potential for souls to incarnate. When the soul ate of the forbidden tree, it was termed rebellion. And that leads to our growth, doesn't it? So all the experience. we have in our incarnations. Are we done? Are we done? Yeah. Okay, so let's see where we are now. 100 positive, 0 negative. That feels a bit better. Yeah, radiant love, new paradigm. Okay, see you on the next clearing. If you can, leave a couple of days in between these clearings, if you can. Just allow everything to fully integrate. Otherwise, you'll be going over old ground and you won't get the full benefit of each of the group clearings. So I will see you on the next clearing, and thanks for being here. Bye.